So it's been tested and proven that my trades go a lot better when I actually mark them up the night before and get in at least 2 hours prior to executing a trade, just to refine my areas, just to, get an update as to what price has been doing during Asia and London session. So when I kind of get in without marking up the chart the night before and try to rush everything an hour or a half hour before I'm executing a trade, I kind of get lost in, the direction and internal, external liquidity and stuff. So that has been a game changer. And speaking of game changers, I've been on a really good streak, and I want to show you how I was able to profit and reach my daily target. I could have went for way more, but of course, I'm being super disciplined and just extremely grateful that I'm able to use my skill to crush the market. So let's get into the markup and the result and how long it took to actually reach my daily profit target. Before I start marking up my chart, what I like to do is go over again what the manipulation was for yesterday, what the actual move was, the opportunities that I could have taken, maybe things that I've missed. And that helps me get totally prepared for the new trading day. I think that if you put a purpose to your back testing, it will be more meaningful. So let's check it out. Monday's opportunity, as you can see, started off bearish. So the start of Monday's Sunday night into Monday, there was that manipulation. And the reason why I'm saying that was manipulation is because it was bearish. And what happens is people think candles are going down, there's liquidity down there, I'm going to be bearish. So everyone is putting together their bias. And I'm understanding that that first move is more than likely going to be manipulation unless it's just a completely bearish day. So price goes down into discount. How do you measure discount? You want to use your fib. And my fib is really, really simple. I don't get too technical with levels. I just like to know when price is in premium and in discount, because you don't want to be too dependent on specifically using something as a strategy and then it doesn't work for you the next time. So measuring this high, because there's been multiple rejections from here, that becomes my swing high on this particular 1 hour time frame. And I'm going to go to the last push down before we got to that swing high. And now I'm measuring to make sure that price did in fact go down into discount. Before price continues up, you want to make sure that it's grabbing some liquidity. Where did people possibly take some buys? And if you look over to the left in this area, this was a nice demand zone that was created here. Would have got them some really nice points before it met that supply zone. So guys, check this out. It swept all of these lows here. And even though I marked that as a demand zone, I just want to go back again just to highlight all of these lows to actually show you the liquidity. And I like to go ahead and put like a little money sign right there. And I'm gonna remove my fib because we know that this is in a discounted area, just to get a better look at where price could have rejected from. So if I was measuring my fib based on the supply zone that was created, the swing high, the swing low, I would then be looking for an area of interest to execute a buy within that discounted area. So let's take a look down here. The first thing that I'm going to look for is imbalance. And this is how you can find imbalance. It's those candles that have like those gaps in it. And if we extend that over, we can see that price goes into that imbalance perfectly, which is located in discount. Beneath that, we could say that's our area of interest right here. And it taps it perfectly, and multiple confirmations are met. And that's what made it a really perfect trade for Monday. You could have targeted the top of that supply zone because, guys, the top of that supply zone is a lot of liquidity, lots of money there, lots of stop losses. The perfect place to target. We don't just want to target highs and lows. They have to have something backed behind them. It has to be a reason, right? And money is a good reason. Liquidity that's what trading is all about. Liquidity, guys. If you can identify the liquidity, target the liquidity, you can become really successful traders. So now it leaves us into Tuesday. And okay, I want to play this really smart. I don't want to just assume that because we left this imbalance down here, that price is going to come down there. Side note, I've gone in and taken a look and I've seen that, US 30 has been going to key areas. And I'll show you guys what I define as a key area. Still going to mark this area of imbalance. Just because price doesn't go to it right then and there doesn't mean that it's not coming. We still want to leave our eyes open for this area. Remember, price will create liquidity if there isn't any. And if we start trading above this level of imbalance, there will be a lot of liquidity. Because I definitely have traded above imbalances, and then it eventually always comes back, to my areas that I had marked. Okay, this is going to be a high probable setup for me. If I can get a swing high here, and this would be my swing high, and this is my swing low. Let's measure that. Swing high, swing low. This would actually bring us back to that discounted area, which would be amazing. I would score so many points. There's still some higher levels like the previous month's high that I want to target. So this would be an amazing trade, but we have to play it smart. US 30, like I said, has been rejecting from key levels. And when I took a glance in the middle of the night at the charts, I seen that this was, some rejection here. And I was like, oh God, this is perfect. Perfect setup for tomorrow. There's the swing high. And then when I got back in the chart, I'm seeing that price has broken another high. So I'm like, okay, not not a swing high. If prices continue to break structure higher, then you want to look for your area to be higher. And that's what I did. I was like, you know what? I am going to target this area of imbalance right here. And this is going to be my area of interest. And remember, I talked about that key level. Well, I'll show you guys what that key level is. And if you move this with what is my OB right over, you'll see that price would have rejected and also respected this area, as you can see right here. This makes it a key level. This shows me that there is a lot of volume in this area. And so rather than expecting price to go down to my lower area, and this is also due to experience, I am expecting price to come back into this area where there's a lot of volume and continue higher to, those higher time frame levels. And so when price opened at the 9:30, we rejected, and then price then made a new high, and we scored about, after tapping this area, we scored about 352 points, and that is amazing. After that, it started to consolidate. Now here's the next step. What happens when price fails to continue to break structure? This is when all of this built up liquidity that we have here becomes the target. So what happens is, guys, you want to take advantage of the opportunities that's presented to you, but you have to know when to, walk away, because the market always has an objective, and the objective is to target liquidity. So we broke a new high, and something is going to happen. Either we're going to break that high again and continue on to that previous month's high, or price is going to fail to keep up with structure. And if it fails to keep up with structure, even though I'm bullish, even though I want price to continue to go higher, I would absolutely take advantage of selling opportunities if that is going to be the turning point of the week. So if this remains to be the swing high and this is the swing low, then I would take some selling opportunities down to discount, or just simply down to these lows, and then I will see what price wants to do. Price could also come back to this area of volume, this key level yet again. And so, guys, all in all, was a very, very good trade today, and this is some of my results. I started the account with 10K, and I got it to 12,963. And then there was one tiny little runner. I think it was like a 0.05 that was there. And the rest of that got me to 13K, which got me to my 3K per day goal. And guys, if you're adding that up and if you have consistency and you're doing it, that's about 15 grand per week. It was about a 2-hour trade, which is still not bad. A wonderful, wonderful trade. So thank you for watching. And in the next video, I'm going to teach you how to master US 30 at the 930 Open.